You're listening to the Platte River Bard.
Hello, and welcome to the Platte River Bard. This is Chris Berger.
And I'm Sherry Berger.
And we are here with the Elkhorn Community Theatre, folks. We are here with Jack O'Connell. He is a director. We are here with Jess Pulte. She is also a director. They are co-directors. We are also here with Hunter Sieckmeyer. He's in the show. He'll tell you who he's going to be. And Elliot Brummond is here with us. And also John Celesky. Thank you, one and all, for joining us and inviting us out here to Elkhorn. We are in Elkhorn.
Happy to be here. Happy to have you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very nice. And we actually, we're at the high school, which is where you guys will be doing this particular show this time?
Yes, that's right. We're at Elkhorn South High School this year. We move between the different schools depending on the year. It's so nice of Elkhorn Public Schools to be such gracious hosts for us every year.
Yeah, that's what Jack was telling me on his way in, is that you guys bounce back and forth between the schools out here, and this year the high school drew the straw.
Absolutely.
This is a nice theater.
Yeah, this is
too.
actually a really nice theater here.
What does it seat about?
We're on the stage.
500?
Yeah, something to that effect. If we find out exactly what that number is during the show, that would be excellent. I would love to hear that number.
And there's spaces up there, like on the Muppet Show.
It's true. People can heckle you.
Or opera, whichever you'd like to choose.
Absolutely. We always like to stuff actors up there and make them wave and say bonjour, hello, and all those sorts of things.
Excellent. Now, of course, now, Jess, you're co-directing with
Yes,
Jack.
yep.
Not musical director,
Nope.
but just straight up co-director. Both of you are doing the co-directing
Yep.
thing. Is this your first experience with Shrek?
Not for me, yes.
For you, yes?
But this is our second time as a company doing this performance.
Oh,
or
okay,
This show.
okay.
First time was 2013, I believe.
Okay, it's been a while.
It's been for sure.
It's
It's
been
been
a
a
long
while,
time.
and we knew we wanted something that would bring a lot of audience members, but also a lot of talent of all ages. So
You were
we're
telling
super
me
excited.
kind of had a large audition,
Oh
maybe?
yeah, 115-ish. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we really tried everything. I mean, at one point we were like, well, we could have, 800 townspeople, and we could have, but for
Trying to
our
justify
sanity-
casting everyone.
No, but you guys,
Everyone plays 8 people.
That's
right.
They are doing amazing. It is an awesome ensemble, and we're just so excited to have this production go.
Yeah, I honestly have no words for just the amount of talent that is in this building. It makes me so happy to come here every single day and listen to what people are bringing. It's wild. In 2013, that was actually we were the first company that got to perform Shrek in Nebraska.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
guys got the Nebraska premiere?
Yeah, it was pretty fancy. Not to brag or anything, but I got to play guitar for the Nebraska premiere of Shrek the Musical.
Well.
So, no big deal or anything.
Nice. Well, and I have a geeky license question. I thought Shrek was taken off for a while, or was going to be taken off, or is that just a different version?
I
Maybe.
don't know. We're through MTI, so we have
Okay.
this, and we're also doing Shrek. The kids, because it's a couple different,
Oh,
Shrek Junior.
Shrek Junior,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we have a summer camp, and we're doing Shrek the Kids as well during the
Okay.
run of the show. So
Oh,
Okay.
neat.
Now, Hunter,
Hi.
you're probably my favorite part. Who are you playing in this?
I am channeling the spirit of the great John Lithgow and performing as Lord Farquaad.
Yes!
The larger than life in spirit monarch of Duloc. Oh, not monarch yet. That's the plot of the show.
That's right. It's such a great part. Is this your first experience with Shrek, or is this?
As a musical, yes. As a kid, it was one of my favorite movies. I
yes,
watched it all the time.
absolutely.
Hot take here. I think Shrek 2 is the slightly superior movie, but that's a discussion for another time.
I might agree with you on that.
The ending sequence with "I Need a Hero" and the fairy godmother is cinema. Anyway, back to this show. This is my first time performing in Shrek the Musical. I was a little familiar with it. I'd listened to some of the songs, and I kind of wasn't sure about it. But I've got a lot of friends that are involved here. The technical director Sean, our stage manager Sage. John, who's playing Shrek, he'll be here shortly.
Celesky, yes.
Yeah. All of them were like, Elkhorn Community Theatre is the best. You got to audition. And I was like, why not? And then I went to sign up for auditions, and I saw that auditions had closed. And I was like, hey, I'm sending an email very apologetically. Could you guys let me audition? And I dropped enough good names that they let me in, and here I am now.
Excellent.
Learn from my mistakes, everybody.
That's right. Always check the audition dates.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now that I'm here, now that I have made it in with the skin of my teeth, it is a blast. There's just so much talent, so many kind people that I've gotten the opportunity to meet. And this role is a challenge. I will absolutely say that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Everyone who saw me came into this auditorium when I came in here, saw me lugging in these huge industrial-looking knee pads that I'm walking around on and doing choreography on.
Yes, you have to be a
Which
strong
is
person.
a lot.
I bet.
I am very tired and sweaty by the end of most rehearsals. But we
Understandable.
suffer for our art.
That's right. Choreography on your knees. There's something you never thought you'd be doing.
Yeah, like doing these weird like knee walks and like side shimmies and the big goofy like dance break in the middle. There's a part where like Farquaad calls out to some of the other dancers and he's like, "Boys," and they lift him up by his arms, but it's actually just me standing on my own legs, and they air quotes carry me
Right.
/ I walk over to where I end the musical number on. There's just like a lot of like very goofy, tongue-in-cheek, like, haha, look at those fake little legs he has dangling there.
Sure.
Just stuff that really adds to a lot of the comedy. And
That's awesome.
I cannot wait for all the pieces to come together with the costume and the set and just see people and hear people laugh at me.
Well,
Yes.
and I bet this is so much fun. This is a huge cast for you guys. You must be having a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So 69, right?
I think we have
60
64 is what we'll go
64.
up with. Yeah.
64. Holy
Wow.
cow.
Yeah.
So, Elliot,
Yes.
is this your first time at Elkhorn?
Yes, this is my first show here.
Ah, very good. Now, is this your first experience with Shrek?
It is.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is, however, my favorite musical. I don't usually tell people that.
Oh, really?
Because when you're a musical theater person, you don't say that.
Oh,
I
fair
don't know,
enough.
Shrek, yeah. But it is my favorite musical. Donkey was my dream role, so I'm really happy, and that's what I get to do this summer.
That's awesome. That's
That's
right. You get to be
awesome,
Donkey.
yes.
Oh, man. Now, what? Since this is your first time out at Elkhorn, where have you done stuff beforehand?
So last summer I did Wizard of Oz at Ralston.
Oh, cool.
And before that, I don't know if you know what this is. I was a Young American, and that is a college that's was based in Southern California, and I did some performing with them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I go to Midland. Shout out Midland. Yeah. Do a lot of shows there. We just finished Rent. I was Angel in that. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Oh, excellent. Midland's great.
I maybe have just stopped crying from his contact, so
Oh, wow. Well, nice job.
That's what all those tears were about.
And just real quick, we've been joined.
Yay.
We've been joined
Oh,
by...
what does he want?
Oh,
Really, it's rude
okay.
enough being alive when no one wants you, but showing up uninvited to a podcast. That is
Yes.
the one reason I brought my script to the recording
That's
table.
awesome. Yes, sir. Nice to see you again, John Celesky.
Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you.
He, of course, is playing Shrek, our title character, fresh off of lots of bodies all around him. It's Sweeney Todd over at Snap. Excellent job on that, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, this is quite a switch.
Yes, quite a different role. I just went from eating steak to shoving sour Skittles in my mouth, and it's been amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I think it's fantastic. You went from Sweeney Todd to Shrek. That cracks me up. So, is this your first experience with Shrek?
This is my first experience with Shrek. Yes.
Is this your first time out at Elkhorn?
No, this is my fourth ECT summer, and I've been involved in shows on stage. I've been a part of the directing team in the past, and I'm very excited to be in this role with this cast on this stage. It's been Such a treat. It's been a breath of fresh air. It has been such a welcoming and collaborative environment. I am just so happy to be here and spending another summer with my ECT family that I have come to know and love over the last few years, and welcoming two amazing people that I have here in front of me on the podcast, and all the new faces that we have in the company as well.
What he said.
It's really cool too, because John and I went to Doane University, and there was 3 years of overlap between us.
Yes.
We were in the same show all of one time and had no
there were
scenes
two.
together.
There were two.
Wait, there was Much Ado About Nothing, and what else?
Nell Gwynn.
That's right. I forgot about that one.
Yes.
Do you have scenes at all together, though?
We've
Nope.
never had scenes together.
Not a single line together.
Nope. So now we are protagonist and antagonist, and it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed
awesome.
getting to work with Hunter again, and it's been a joy getting to know Elliot. I kept, after auditions and callbacks, I kept getting messages from the directing team and from people that knew Elliot and myself that were like, "Oh, you're gonna love working with Elliot. He's fantastic." And I talked to Elliot about this, and Elliot was getting messages saying, "Oh, you're gonna love working with John. He's great." And both of us were like, "Okay, let's get started. Let's go." And it's been wonderful. He's a natural born talent.
I was gonna say, because you two are together
Yeah.
constantly. Okay.
Yeah, he
well,
never talks like this ever when we're doing our lines. He's
Well,
yelling at me.
since this is your favorite musical, how's he doing?
Oh my gosh.
How's the Shrek?
He is so good. So fantastic. He does such good justice to the character. His voice is amazing. Acting is amazing. He can even put a little stanky leg on the stage. You know?
Little stanky leg?
Yeah,
The shranky leg, as I believe I called it last night.
so we love him.
That's
awesome.
I don't even know how someone would begin to study for this kind of character. I mean, for these characters that aren't people, they're,
well,
how do
sure.
you study for that? Like,
It's
Fairy
been
tale
a
characters.
lot. Knock on wood. It's been kind of helpful that these are, I don't know if you call them stock characters, but there are resources that you can go and look at.
Yeah.
And kind of take from
Archetypes
more. Archetypes.
Yeah.
More so. And I've had the conversation with Jess and Jack of, like, there are some iconic lines taken directly from the original source material of the movie that you look at and you go, there's no way that I can't say this line in any other way than Mike Myers did it in the movie. Like, it's just, it's one of those,
Fair enough.
there are a couple lines like that, and then there's a couple lines where it's like, okay, we can twist this, we can shift this to fit the narrative that we're trying to tell, to fit the character that we're trying to portray. And it's been fun trying to dance around that and figure out those moments to bring out, where do we pay homage to the original material, and where do we
Do your own
where do
thing.
we come out
Yeah.
and do our own thing?
Yeah.
And I think really doing your own thing is like kind of a big theme of this show, because really, especially toward the end of Act 2, one of the big messages that like the ensemble and just Shrek and Fiona too really realize is, hey, we're weird, we're freaky, we smell bad, that's okay, we like who we are.
Yeah.
And just having that liberty to just like take that into your characterization and just like take social norms, throw them out the window, be a weird goofball and own it.
Yep.
Is, I mean, I'm assuming it's fun. I'm the antagonist. I'm the conforming guy. But
Right.
So to piggyback off of something John said, something that Jess and I talked about even as soon as callbacks was we wanted to see our actors do these parts. We didn't want to see impersonations of Mike Myers
Yeah.
or Eddie Murphy or John Lithgow.
Right.
Amazing actors in their own right, right?
Sure.
Like that's amazing, but we cast the people we cast for a reason, right? And it's because we want to see what they can do, what their talent brings to the stage, and what their interpretation of these characters are. Because you're right to an extent, right? Like they're archetypes, but those archetypes exist for a reason, and that's because there's a deep human truth to them, you know?
True.
And I think the same thing with that. We're really big on, I don't like the word ensemble. Like I'm townsperson number 4.
Right, yeah.
As someone who usually is that, I've been a tree, I've been name it. But
Sure.
So we do a lot of forced character work with our faculty. Wow, let's switch into with our cast. We do a lot of backstory, and some of the backstories that come out from these. We had one that was talking about being in the tower and how she strangled the doll because that's all the human contact, and her favorite books were in there. And then we have them draw a self-portrait, and sure enough, you could see the whole thing. And I was like, this is awesome. This is the way.
That's really neat.
We have characters, the Mittens with Kittens we've added in there just so they can, have something that they're like, I am this role. And they have this whole thing about being triplets, and I absolutely love it. And then we have them make sure they walk that way, talk that way. We use John as Shrek a lot because he has a very distinct walk as Shrek the minute he hits that stage.
Sure.
And so we're an educational area as well, Elkhorn Community Theatre. We've been around since 1998. I've been a member since 2002, and we've done everything from children's productions to adult shows where we're doing like Tony and Tina's Wedding, or things like that.
Oh, wow, neat, yeah.
And then we kind of morphed into once a year we do this, and we of course would love to do it year round. We just need a facility to be able to do that in. But
sure.
We're really big on teaching because we'll have people come in that don't know upstage, downstage, stage right, and so we want to teach. And then we have very seasoned performers that thankfully are very open to taking them into the company and helping teach them. And patience is huge.
I'll tell you that's really nice that you do that, and I think that's a hard job. Taking on all comers, taking on people who don't know the difference between upstage, downstage, and then dealing with people like we have here who have been doing this, since they were kids, probably. That's a lot.
And our cast is about 60 people, and it's a ton of people, right? But when you have a cast of 60 people, that means you can do cool things that a cast of 20 can't. You can create moments that are so big and so powerful.
Yeah.
If 2 people are reacting to something, there's 2 people reacting to something. If there's 60 people reacting to Fiona turning into an ogre, everybody's going to notice.
That's huge.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And the thing that Jess says about it, you're not just the ensemble, you are a character.
Yes.
It creates a world, and the audience can feel that. And the difference between a good show and a great show oftentimes is that world building of, there's always a story going on because these people are actually people.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things I thought that was really neat, that you guys do that with your ensemble, because and give them all sort of identities, not just your ensemble person.
Right.
And so you can see that on stage. Of course, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you
No.
don't know. But you can see it on stage
totally see
because
it.
now they have a thing. And they're
if
going to do that
younger,
thing.
They're more excited about it.
Absolutely.
Like they go home and they say, "Hey, I get to play," and mom and dad are like, "Well, I thought you were a townsperson." I am, but and then my dad is this person, my mom, in the whole thing.
That's
Because
really cool.
They form their own families within their different characters, and
That's awesome.
It's really neat to watch come together.
It makes a huge difference when you're looking at ensembles on stage, because I've looked at ensembles on some stages, and sometimes they're just kind of, okay, so when's the song over? And it's like, wow, good job, guys. Okay.
Last night in particular was really cool because it was the first time I got to watch through all the choreography of this really big number in Act 2, and I was blown away by this part where they're all like clumped together and doing this like triumphant march forward. And Liam, who plays Pinocchio, is just like towering above, hitting this glorious falsetto, and it was a hoot.
That's awesome. Such a fun show.
So you open on June 23rd to the 27th, yes? Is that correct?
So we open on June 20th.
June 20th.
Yeah. So we open on June 20th.
June 20th.
The Friday and Saturday are at 7 o'clock, and then the Sunday is at 2 o'clock. I show up when I'm told to. I don't know things like times. Are you
Very
kidding?
good.
And then the following weekend is those. The same times there, the 27th through the 29th. I'm getting nods, so I must be right. If I'm not looking at my phone, I don't know what days are.
I'm just nodding.
This will be fun.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be
Just
great.
not at the director.
We can put it in
Yes,
the
sir.
outro if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
But it looks like you have a free performance on the 27th.
So that is the junior, the kids.
the
Yeah,
kids
the kids
stuff.
They're doing a
Okay.
kids camp.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe
the
we
Kids
can
Camp.
talk
So
about that.
actually, one of our actors is the director of that. We have 2 directors, but one of our current cast is going to be directing that. And it is a week long, and it is education. They're going to be making their own costumes. They're going to be using our space, which is really nice. The last couple of years we've done it, we haven't been able to line up the shows to be the same show.
Okay.
So now they really do get to kind of see what the big kids, if you will, are on.
Yeah.
And so we've made it so that their age group is in that, and then the older age group is part of this, so that they can all. Some years we do overlap. Some years we have casts as young as entering 2nd grade that can do the big show. But this year we did not do that, just to try, and we had a shorter amount of time to work with. We're kind of at the mercy of the space.
Of the schedule, yeah.
Right.
So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which I just want to point out real fast. It's amazing how fast everything comes together. You can't see the fact that there is literally not a single set piece on stage as we are recording
Nope, not
today,
yet.
less than a month away from when we open.
Yeah.
By Tuesday, we will have a giant set right here. It's to my left. And it's a huge testament to
For
the
everyone
amount.
listening at home, that's your right.
It's stage right, just so you know.
Okay, all right. Very good.
It's a huge testament to the amount of work that all of our tech crew do to put everything together. When you don't have your own space, it means you have to put things together so fast and
Very
so
quickly.
effectively. And
Yeah.
Jess and I couldn't sit here and say, well, what if we had a set that was 6 feet tall and covered by like walls and has 3 different ramps on it? What if we did that? You can't say that when you only have a couple weeks to put it together if people
Yeah.
aren't super committed to the show and
Making it happen, yeah.
making it happen.
For sure. And as large as our cast is, our crew this year is amazing.
God, they're
we
fantastic.
have a technical director, we have a set designer, hair and makeup designer, costume. We've got what they say 7 run crew, which is unheard of for us.
Nice.
And they're all super excited. We have 2 stage managers. It's taking a village to put this on, and they have come out of the woodwork. And there's so many new faces this year. It's so refreshing and exciting,
cool.
and positive environment all the way around. I'm just very thrilled to be part of it.
That's all. Well, this is one of those shows that brings people out. People just it's adored from the movie to the musical to everything about it. Everybody just. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Shrek. I mean, seriously.
Lord Farquaad does it. That's kind of my whole thing.
Well, that's true, except for Farquaad.
I just to call out like all the new faces. This is the first time that I've worked with Hunter. It's the first time I've worked with Elliot, and it has been so much fun to watch them do their thing and practice their craft, and they're always asking good questions. One of the things I like to do when I'm directing is ask questions that I don't know the answer to of the actors, because to me, the actor is there to act, not be my puppet, except for Pinocchio. But I love asking these questions, and I always love getting to work with people for the first time, because they always look at me like, what's the right answer?
I know. I thought he had a right answer.
You thought he had the answer.
Yes, I thought
He's
he
just
was,
asking the question.
Metaphorically asking, but he did not.
No, 100%. I want your answer, because it's your character, man. You're the one up there running around in ears and whatnot.
Donkey.
And
That's right.
this is my second time working with John in this capacity, and you talk about his physicality working as Shrek just does, and the same level of physicality. Like I knew that our Beast in Beauty and the Beast was going to be portrayed well when I watched the way he moved, because he was such an animal when he was a beast, and then the first time he transformed, he was just this resplendent, upright, standing prince of a man. And like that is telling us a story through acting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
that's
and
what
then
we
you
want.
go to his second show after that for us, which 3 of us had the pleasure of being in. And we did Wedding Singer. And,
Wedding Singer, cool.
And
I would like to apologize to the entire Elkhorn community for the way that I was dressed and acted on that stage.
I would like to solicit thanks from the Elkhorn community for that, actually.
But one thing that I would really like to highlight is
Absolutely.
we've heard it from both directors, the positive environment, and that would not be possible without Jack and Jess's direction. They have really fostered this environment of positivity. From the second you walked in at auditions, there were just big smiles. Everyone was so excited that we were here in this room. They put everyone at ease. Everything was just positive, positive, positive the entire time. Lisa, our choreographer, is also amazing at that. She is, I don't think I've seen her without a smile on her face this entire run.
Which is impressive because she's very stressed.
She's doing a great job. She's dealing with a lot of people on one stage and
she's
making
crushing
them
it.
look phenomenal. And Ryan, our music director, is just so aggressively positive in music rehearsals and pushing us to do our best. And this entire directing team has been a treat to work with. They have really done a great job building that positive environment that I fell in love with 4 years ago with Elkhorn Community Theatre, and that I hope to see continue for years and years to come. It's what I look for when I go and do productions elsewhere, and there's a reason that I keep coming
back. Yeah, well, you're not the first person I've heard that from, and I'm glad that you said that, because I've heard that from a handful of folks that I know that have worked up here, and personally, I think that's huge. The attitude of the people and the place coming in, especially this kind of place that you guys take all comers. So, I mean, the new people, that's got to be huge for them, just that positivity and welcoming, and now who knows who you're going to get, and they're going to come back year after year.
And that's why having actors like the three men around this table is so important.
Yep.
Because if you have a positive and exciting culture, it has to be led from the front. The people who are the leaders of the cast have to buy into that and have to go with it. And without people like John, like Hunter, like Elliot, who are such forces of positivity, it wouldn't matter. So we are just so thankful to have people like you guys around here, and it's just these are the 6 weeks I look forward to the most every year, you guys. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And summer means musical anyway. So
It's summer
what a
musical
great
time. I know.
To have to be able to do this.
Yes.
For sure.
It's a lot of the rest of the year is not as fun. Speaking from the board side, because we do want to keep the people, the directing team, the designers. They have to understand our culture before we can have them, come in, because we're like, here's our baby. Please treat it well.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a lot. We have a good board that is also a working board. There are a lot of the designers here.
Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
it's really neat to have them have their buy-in and support.
Well, I'm really thankful that we got a chance to come out and talk to you.
We finally
about
got a
this.
chance to come out and yes.
I'm really, you're pulling from all the communities here in the north part of Omaha, and
Yeah.
probably beyond, is my guess.
I live in Fremont.
So,
You're in Fremont?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
One of our three pigs and his wife, who's one of our stage managers, come from North Bend every day.
North Bend.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a couple
wow.
downtown folks. There's
Downtown.
a couple Papillion. This truly, if you are listening and you have not experienced an Elkhorn Community Theatre show for one reason or another, I implore you, come and see what everyone is talking about. Come and see 60 people on stage having the time of their life. Come and see the smiles at intermission. Come and see all the little kids lining up to go meet Princess Fiona at the end of the show, because that is ECT. They put on great shows, but that is Elkhorn Community Theatre.
You guys doing a little meet and greet with the characters
Yes,
afterwards?
yes, after
That's
the
awesome.
show.
I think that's
For
cool
sure.
for a show like this. The kids would love to see you guys. Oh
Yes.
my God, they're going to go nuts.
And I love that you do all ages, but yet you still have things for kids, but you're allowing all ages.
Yeah.
And that's great.
We do have a family that's not this year. Some of them are in it, but we've had where it's been, grandma, mom, daughter. I mean, we do generations are in it, and
That's
have been
cool.
for years. Our Fiona has been, our ogre Fiona has been part of it longer than me. 99 maybe?
90, yeah, so that's my wife. Yeah, so she's actually reprising her role as Ogre Fiona from 2013 when she was pregnant with our son, who is now doing tech for this show.
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
So her family started doing Elkhorn Community Theatre in 99. They got into it through my mother-in-law's brother, who directed shows here and all that kind of thing as well. For Sieckmeyer in 2019, Sarah, my wife, was in it. Our daughter Layla was in it, and Debbie, my mother-in-law, were in it. There were 3 generations of one family up here on stage, and it's just. It's very cool stuff.
I love that.
That's what theater's all about.
Yep.
And I'm just so grateful to have been accepted into this warm
gonna say-
community so quickly and so warmly, so open-armedly. That's not a word, but
It is now.
No, you
It
made
is
one.
now.
Yep, absolutely.
That's right. It's just like strategery.
it's a perfectly cromulent word.
That's right.
Shrekulous.
Shrekulous. Come see the show. It is Shrekulous. I love it.
Yes.
Thank you for inviting us here
Thank you
into the
so
theater.
much.
What a great little theater. And sorry it took us so long to get here. Man.
Yes, I know.
Thank you so much for coming out, and I said, I love listening to the podcast, and it's
Oh,
so
thank you
fun
for
to
that.
have you here.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate everything you do.
Yes.
It's been a hoot. It's too bad our time to chat is ogre.
Oh, he had to get it in. Boo. John's not even going to go there.
I'm quitting.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shrek the Musical at Elkhorn Community Theatre runs June 20th through the 22nd and 27th through the 29th at the Elkhorn South High School. For tickets and information, go to elkhorncommunitytheatre.org. The following week, there will be a special Shrek summer camp for kids grades 3 through 8. Camp begins June 23rd and runs until the 26th with a free performance on June 27th. Get your tickets now for Shrek the Musical. Thank you for listening and supporting the arts in the Platte River area and beyond. Please subscribe to our podcast so you are sure to catch all of our future episodes and join us on social media. See you next time on the Platte River Bard.